Hello, welcome to Airlangga LEADS, an official podcast of PIPS Universitas Airlangga, hosted by Nilam Andalia Kurniasari. Okay, everybody is new to this podcast, not only me as the host, but also you as the leaders or the listeners of this podcast. So, as an introduction, I would like to invite Ibu Yuni Sari Amalia, Sarjana Sastra, Master of Arts, Doctor of Philosophy, Ketua PIPS Universitas Airlangga. Hello, how are you, Ibu Yuni? To begin with, let's start with something general. So, what is PIPS or Pusat Inovasi Pembelajaran dan Sertifikasi that you lead?
Hello Nilam and the listeners to this newborn podcast. Also, welcome to all Airlangga leaders out there. Well, PIPS is the Center for Innovation in Learning and Certification at Universitas Airlangga. In short, at PIPS, we oversee the online learning at our university, and we also conduct professional development for teaching and learning.
Overseeing teaching innovations and online learning for the whole university, a big one like Universitas Airlangga. It is such a remarkable job that you are doing, Ibu Yuni. Now, how does PIPS relate to LEADS? Is LEADS one of PIPS innovations?
Yeah, I guess you could say that LEADS is one of PIP's innovations. The term LEADS here stands for Learning, Engagement, Actions, and Dialogue in Society. And this dialogue is meant for everybody. We welcome youth and seasoned learners from diverse backgrounds to engage in conversations in a safe environment where no ideas are small ideas. We want to delve into issues that matter to our educators, to our students, to parents, all of our stakeholders, and everyone who cares about education for all.
Ibu Yuni, this is such an unfortunate that we are currently facing an unprecedented pandemic which affects the way universities around the world conducting teaching and learning. How prepared or unprepared Universitas Airlangga addressing these issues?
Although we face obvious challenges, we were able to transition effectively into fully online learning vis-a-vis corona crisis. While this was possible because of the system we had built before, I'd like to use a metaphor of a house. In this case, the foundations we laid at PIPS allowed for the online house to be constructed and developed due to the solid base it grew from. It supports us majorly, so we can thrive in this pandemic period.
You've mentioned that Universitas Airlangga has been using online learning or e-learning for some time. When exactly Universitas Airlangga starts using e-learning as one of the methods of teaching and learning?
In the past, our learning at Universitas Airlangga mostly occurred offline through a blended approach. Recently, the entire university moved into a fully online learning setup. This shift was certainly not a walk in the park. It was certainly harder walking within the COVID storm. However, because our center had always been focused on online learning prior to the pandemic, we were able to adjust fairly smoothly under the circumstances. How did we do it? Well, I'd like to give you a little bit of a background story. In my explanation, I'll be using the term online learning and e-learning interchangeably. Our e-learning system at Universitas Airlangga was established in 2008, and we have been using Moodle as our platform ever since. We called it Aula, that stands for Airlangga University e-learning application. In the past, the use of e-learning at our university was very minimal. Only approximately 2% of the instructors and students used e-learning as their method of studies. In late 2017, however, when our center was founded, we updated and upgraded our online learning system. Since the opening of PIPS Center for Innovation in Learning and Certification, within 2 years' time, the use of online learning increased and has been utilized up to 30% by our instructors and students. The foundation of our center, with the focus on e-learning, has definitely helped put a strong base in place for e-learning for our university.
Switching from classical teaching and learning methods where students and lecturers are in the same room face to face to fully online learning is sometimes raising questions about the quality of online learning. In your opinion, is there some sort of decrease in the quality of teaching and learning conducted fully online by Universitas Airlangga? And how does Universitas Airlangga ensure that the quality of online learning is the same as or even higher than the classical methods of classroom teaching and learning?
Responding to your question on the online education's quality, we have drafted the rector's instruction in relation to the quality assurances of the student and teacher performance, particularly for online learning. We also launched surveys for all of our stakeholders to evaluate the present online learning performance for our improvement data. We are currently preparing for final exams to be moved fully online. This quality assurance consists of criteria and information that ensure record what the teacher and the students do in terms of providing teaching and online learning. In terms of readiness of Universitas Airlangga in conducting the full online learning, we also take on administrative steps so that we secure the online learning well. For instance, recently we created a group of coordinator captains to tackle our e-learning issues and needs following the rector's instruction to work and study from home. The e-learning captains represent each of our faculties and colleges. These captains consist of instructors and admin staff who are passionate about e-learning and have been using our online system frequently and successfully for quality and inspired education.
I heard some concerns from our students that some of them cannot afford to pay internet bills. So, is there any help or financial support from the university regarding this issue?
In terms of support for our students, we do have care and relief packages in place for our students. For instance, we cooperate with major phone providers such as XL, IM3, and Telkomsel to offer our students free phone credits when accessing our e-learning Universitas Airlangga system and Big Blue Button video conference. We also bought new servers to improve our infrastructure. In addition, we bought account memberships of an external tool for online learning. So, these are some of the actions actions taken by Universitas Airlangga to ensure the online learning take place well. However, I'd like to emphasize though that no one and no countries were ever prepared for this corona attack. Thus, with all the challenges we face, all we can do is trying to do our best within limitations. For this, I'd like to thank the President of Universitas Airlangga, Professor Muhammad Nasih, for his unwavering support for our e-learning team. I also deeply thank my e-learning team for their endless support and enormous contributions. Our e-learning team has been the backbone of the online learning at Universitas Airlangga.
Did you hear what Ibu Yuni has said? Yes, Universitas Airlangga is already in partnership with some telecommunication providers to provide you with free access to e-learning contents within Universitas Airlangga. So, if you want to get this free access or free internet quota, check the information on the Universitas Airlangga website. So, if you are students of Universitas Airlangga, so stop worrying too much about internet bills. Unair will take care of you. Before I conclude our interview session, would you like to make a remark on online learning, this COVID-19 pandemic, and the preparedness of Universitas Airlangga?
All the highs and lows of online learning, we should consider perfecting the system, improving the management and infrastructures, investing in Internet of Things or IoT, and building online learning communities, whether it's locally or internationally, so we can help each other. If we focus on making improvements and keep innovating, as well as make the most of the opportunities that we have now been given, we can run through this storm with optimism to come out of this pandemic as winners, as champions together. Thank you very much. Stay happy and stay healthy.
Thank you, Ibu Yuni, for presenting an at a glance on Airlangga LEADS and PIPS, Universitas Airlangga. Now let's talk about how Airlangga LEADS will be presented to you, all the leaders. You might be wondering, is this podcast gonna be in English or in Bahasa Indonesia? Well, it depends on the topics and also who is going to be the interviewee. Regarding on when is the on-air schedule, well, I will keep it simple that we are basically a weekly basis podcast. But then, if to some extent we cannot catch up with weekly scheduled podcasts, then at least in 1 month we are going to have 4 episodes. And one more thing. What makes Airlangga LEADS different from any other podcast is that there is a chance for you, all the leaders, to get involved in the show. You will be able to interact with the host, with the other leaders, and also with the guest leader by simply sending a voice message. It doesn't necessarily relate it to the topic that being discussed in that episode, but also you can send us suggestions on what we should discuss on our next episode. You can send disagreement or agreement about any part of the show. If your voice message is chosen, then you will be on air on Airlangga LEADS. How can you send message to Airlangga LEADS? Simply just access our website on anchor.fm, and the link is available on the description of this episode, and send your message through that website. Or if you are shy enough to share your voice to all over the world through Airlangga LEADS, you can simply leave comments on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and all of our social media channels. The links will be available on the descriptions of this episode. On the launch of Airlangga LEADS, we have received some congratulation message from our leaders. Thank you, leaders, for your support.
Saya Siti Anggraini Hapsari, Ketua Ikatan Notaris Indonesia Pengurus Wilayah Jawa Timur, sekaligus sebagai alumni Fakultas Hukum Universitas Airlangga. Dengan ini mengucapkan selamat atas launching Airlangga LEADS Podcast oleh Pusat Inovasi Pembelajaran dan Sertifikasi Universitas Airlangga. UNAIR selalu menjadi perguruan tinggi yang terdepan. Congratulations.
Hello Airlangga, my name is Andy Hun. I come from England. I live in Surabaya. I am the Senior Academic Manager for EF Educa for East Java, Bali, Lombok. And I wanted to say thank you and huge congratulations to PIPS and Dr. Yuni Sari Amalia on the launch of your amazing Airlangga LEADS podcast. Well done, you are leading the way.
Hello, Airlangga leaders. My name is Stephen and I'm from England. I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to PIPS and to Dr. Yuni Sari Amalia on the launch of your new and fantastic Airlangga LEADS podcast. Well done and all the best for the future.
Hi, my name is Julie. I'm from Buckinghamshire in England. I'm always really interested in everything that PIPS gets up to, and particularly Dr. Yuni Sari Amalia. And I just wanted to say massive congratulations to you all on the launch of the new fantastic Airlangga LEADS podcast. It's been absolutely amazing. Well done to you all and keep up the good work.
Okay, leaders, thank you for listening. Don't forget to stay tuned, subscribe, like, and comments on Airlangga LEADS social media. I'll see you on Airlangga LEADS next episode. Bye!